just finished watching Winter is Coming, Dynamite, and
Yeah.
what a show it was.
Hey, what a show it was indeed.
I thought maybe they would do Rampage, but it was just a Dynamite thing, which is good because
Yeah.
I figured, well, what the fuck, let's review it. I mean, it was a really good show, and I know we did that last year, so yeah, why not?
Why is not decent?
Yeah, here we go.
So, had a match with Chris Jericho versus Action Andrade. Action Andrade was making his AEW debut. And it's like, okay. Match got off to a fairly slow start. And it was mainly Jericho whooping his ass.
Yes.
And it's like, he's, doing this, he's doing that. And it's like, okay, are we gonna get anything here anytime soon? This is getting kind of boring.
Yeah.
So, Andrade would, try and get the upper hand, and Jericho would just shut him down. It's like, okay, where is this going? Come on, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. It's like, okay, la-di-da-di-da, Jericho's kicking his ass, what's up? And then, close to the end of the match, the action picks up. It's like, okay, thank fucking God, finally.
Yeah.
We're actually getting somewhere. And, you had Jericho try and put him in the walls of Jericho, and I think he put him in the walls of Jericho, and he got out, and then, tried to hit him with the Judas effect, and that failed.
Yeah.
Only for Action Andrade to get the win, and it's like, okay, it seems as if they're, starting a downward spiral with Jericho or something, because, he loses the title to Claudio, final battle, loses his match on Dynamite. It's like, okay, where's this going?
Well, I never thought of it like that. But here's the thing, too. It sort of reminds me of the debut of 1, 2, 3 Kid, or I guess the Kid, if you will.
Sean Waltman, yeah.
Sean Waltman, and you look at the guy, he comes in, faces Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, and they, had a really good match. And you didn't think, and I watched it by myself. I think I was in the hospital. And my back was turned, unfortunately, to the television, so when the 1, 2, 3 Kid pinned Razor Ramon, I was like, holy shit, Jobber actually won.
Yeah.
So, to me, this was kind of like, maybe I'm stretching it a little bit, Chris Jericho kind of making this Kid.
You could say that, yeah.
I have never seen him before. I'm sure you haven't seen him before.
Not very often does it happen where, somebody new comes in and actually gets a win.
No, I mean this Kid.
Oh, Andrade, no.
Yeah. So,
I'm not familiar with him from a hole in the ground.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, this was a really good match. And I mean, I think, I know that Chris just lost the title to Claudio and everything else, but
Right.
I honestly think that it's kind of cool when, whether you think so or not, they give back to other talent that you think that they wouldn't necessarily do that. And I think Chris made this guy look good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, obviously there were certain points where Chris, you thought he was going to win.
Well, pretty much throughout the majority of the match, alright, this is going to be a one-off, one-sided ass kick, and Jericho's going to win. But they actually did a good job of, building up suspense. It's like, oh, maybe the kid can fucking pull it off.
Yeah.
And he did. And I mean, the fans were behind the kid, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Now, they were in, well, I think it was Arlington, but they called it Dallas
Yeah.
on Wednesday, and the fans were behind him, so I don't know if he's from the Texas area. Maybe he, wrestled for an independent promotion in Texas, I don't know.
Yeah. We forgot to mention the match between Jungle Boy Jack Perry and Brian Cage. Of course, Brian Cage coming up with Prince Nana, who got kicked out during the match. They know you talk about the Battle Royal where Jack Perry got tossed out and beaten up by Big Bill, formerly W. Morrissey, who came out, his neck was still hurt. But, yeah, still managed to pull it off. So, yeah, just wanted to mention that because that was a part of the show. But, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
So then we had the House of Black versus the Factory. And
This was
blink and you miss it.
no shit.
And Malachi making quick work of.
QT Marshall.
Oh, it was him.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
We had Julie Hurt, Miss freaking Nick Camarado.
That's right, yes.
And then you had Big Brody King and Buddy Matthews kick the shit out of Aaron Solo and Nick, and I think even to Lee Marshall.
Right.
And at one point you had, there's one of them on the table, and Buddy Matthews had picked up the other guy. I think it was like Aaron Solo was on the table, and he picked up Marshall, or whatever order that was,
Yeah.
and gave him that twisting, whatever you call it. And it looked like he's going to put them both through the table, but he kind of caught the edge of the table. Like, that didn't go as planned. At
Yeah.
least that's what it looked like.
But, no, this was a good match. Obviously, didn't stink up the joint.
No.
I think that these two stables are very good. Obviously, happy that the House of Black are back in AEW. We didn't know whether they were gonna go back to independence or back to WWE, but fat chance of that happening again. It may or may not. Never say never, but
For
yeah,
now,
for
they're
now.
still with AEW.
Right.
And it seems to be decided to build up the House of Black as this dominant, unstoppable force. Because they did very well up until Malachi took some time off for mental health reasons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now it's like, man, these guys are wrecking house, so to speak.
Yeah.
the House of Black wrecking house.
I could easily see.
It would be so cool versus Ty Mello. And good match.
I have no idea when her name became Mellow.
Yeah, seemed to be shortly after she basically got married to Sammy.
Oh.
Because she was Ty Conte for
Yeah.
the longest time, and then it became Ty Mello.
Mm.
Not exactly sure the reasoning behind that, but whatever.
And this was a good match too. I mean, yeah, Ruby won, so she got redemption, but it wasn't without a beatdown.
Yeah, she got redemption on Ty, and then got an ass whooping courtesy of both Ty and Anna Jay.
Yeah. So I mean, this was a good match. I don't know where Ruby's gonna be.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do with her. I mean, I'm sure she'll get a title at some point.
Yeah.
I don't fucking see her go over Jade Cargill.
No.
So,
And you know, I think I've talked about this before, but like, I'm actually quite impressed with the way Mello and Anna Jay have evolved since joining the Jericho Appreciation Society.
yeah.
Because, like, yeah, they did very well for themselves when they were, you know, let's say they first came into AEW and they were with the Dark Order, but it was like they were just the two female members of the Dark Order. Yeah, they wrestled, but it's like they really didn't have much of a character or much, you know, charisma or anything like that. It's not that they were shit,
No.
it's just it seemed to take a while for them to develop. And, you know, it started with Mello, who, of course, getting married to Sammy, and then him turning heel, and then essentially her turning heel with him. And then, you know, Anna Jay got brought into the fold, and, you know, that whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's like they've really become, you know, the bad girl, so to speak. You know, the two people that you just, you know, they're pretty and, you know, good looking and everything, but they just annoy the fuck out of you.
Yeah. Well, I just think Ty needs better personality.
And it seems like now she's got that.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see where that goes.
Right.
Kind of surprised with the titles they do have.
Yeah.
You don't see her in Anna Jade, you know, as a charismatic tag team.
No.
And it would be nice if they did have a tag team women's championship. Would it be worth putting the titles on them? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And as far as Ruby goes, like I said, she deserves a title at some point. But, you know, we'll see where that goes. And then we have the best of 7 trios match. Speaking of trios titles,
Yeah.
we've got the Elite versus the Death Triangle.
We're at 5 now? Yeah, because that triangle went up 3-1. So that was match 4, and next week it'll be match 5.
Yep. And anything goes.
Yeah, again, you know, really good match between those 6 guys. At one point you had Nick Jackson spring up to the top rope and do a dive onto, I think it was Phoenix, and then he got up and he was kind of favoring his ankle.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he got taken to the back and they wrapped him up, and he, you know, was tending and Matt for, you know, a little while, and they were taking a beating, and then, you know, Nick just, you know, came back valiantly, so to speak, and, you know, you got Michael Nakazawa trying to talk him out. I was like, no, fuck you, I'm going to the ring.
Yeah.
And, you know, got on the apron and took the tag, Kenny, and came in, and he was a house of fire. Now, of course, it wasn't the, you know, regular Young Bucks offense, so to speak, but, you know, he held his own, and then he went for a super kick, I believe, on Phoenix. Phoenix caught the leg, and Penta hit his ankle with a hammer, a ring bell hammer, you could say, and it got the win. And of course, Phoenix looks like pissed, and, you know, Kenny's like, alright, I'm sick of this shit. You want him to get the hammer involved again? Fine, let's make the hammer. And they go, hell, let's make everything fucking legal. No DQ next week. And of course he's like, I wasn't scheduled to make this promo, but whatever the fuck. And then, did his usual send-off, so to speak, and then, like, alright, next week it's gonna be no DQ, and then whatever comes of that, you go into the 2 deciding matches, if you will. The following match will be Falls Count Anywhere, and if a 7th match is needed, ladder match.
Yeah. Yeah, what the hell did they call it? Murder del Muerte. Or something like
Something
that.
along those lines, yeah.
But
Dia de los Muertos or something like that.
it's one of those things that I'm not quite sure why they're using the hammer. Or who's starting this heel turn.
And Pac started it initially.
And I'm not sure why, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, obviously, but at the same time, it's almost like,
Why?
yeah, should have got off the pot. If you're gonna be heel, be heel. But,
Yeah. Main event for the AEW World Title Championship and the Dynamite Diamond Ring. The most hated man in wrestling right now, or one of them at least, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF,
Yeah.
versus Absolute Ricky Starks.
Ricky Starks! The Ricky Starks call! Yeah. Anyways.
And even this match was like, it was off to a really, really slow start. And then it's like, okay, is this match gonna pick up? And it picked up when Ricky was able to, get on a roll, so to speak. And then, MJF did his usual of, like, countering Ricky and all this other stuff. And it came down to Max getting behind the referee. I think it was Aubrey. Afterwards, Ricky pulls her out of the way, and then unfortunately Ricky took an old trip to Dick Kick City, bitch.
Yep.
And got kicked in the noise, and
Yeah.
MJF rolled him up, and he's celebrating, and then he leaves the ring, and he's going up the ramp, and then Bryan Danielson's music hits, and he comes out of the tunnel and chases Max down the ramp and around the ring and through the barricade and up a set of steps. Well, MJF right up a set of steps, but Daniel didn't chase him, and then, he got in the ring and, helped Ricky Starks up and held up his hand, and,
Yeah.
that was the end of the show.
Pretty much. Yeah, so I mean, there were some things thrown in here and there. You had a confrontation with Keith Lee and Swerve.
Right.
You had the whole thing with the Acclaim coming out, and then you have Jeff Jarrett basically use the guitar, and then it's like scissor this, slap nuts, or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a bunch of other things thrown in here and there, but this was a good Winter is Coming
Yeah.
episode. I mean, so, we don't do these no more for Wheels of Fury, but for what it's worth, they're still fun to watch.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I mean, next year's Revolution,
Right.
which will be in March.
Yes.
I'm not understanding why we're going too far ahead with these things. But,
Yeah.
anyways, for me and Matt, this is Killer Kyle, right here, and we'll talk to you next time. Or I'll talk to you next time. Bye.
It just seems like, we had, a nice meal.
Yes.
Some samosas and pizza rolls. And then,
Awesome air fryer.
Yeah. And then, we had a beer doing another video and, had some tiramisu trifle But like it feels like kind of like something's missing.
Oh.
And it really wouldn't be, you know, us hanging out and, you know, chatting and, you know, doing videos. Well, if we didn't have a wee nip of the whiskey.
Yeah, bud.
So I figured, why not? What the hell? Never get sick of that sound.
Never.
At least one.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Depending on when this comes up, we do have the last episode of Wheels of Fury for 2022,
Right.
and so that should be uploaded soon, or whenever I post it. Because tomorrow you have Tribute to the Troops,
Right.
and whatever, so... Awesome.
I know. Here we go.
So, since this, well, I'm pretty sure we'll do more shows before, I mean, we'll do more video collabs or whatever
Yeah.
you want to call it, before the end of the year, but it is, you know, the last Wheels of Fury episode coming up, so
Yeah.
before the one for Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
It's been one hell of a ride.
I.
And subscribe to me, subscribe to my man over here. You have anything you want to say?
You know, like Matt said, we're winding down the year here and got this, just the review of Winter is Coming. We did our predictions for Tribute to the Troops
Yeah.
for tomorrow. And, you know, talk about how it's the 20th anniversary and everything. And yeah, it's been a hell of a ride. Been a hell of a year. Seemed like the year went by really quickly, but, you know, it is what it is. We are planning on doing the return of the New Year's Eve spectacular, so to speak, if you will.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that when it comes around. And but for now, and once we get at least, you know, Christmas out of the way and that,
Yeah.
you know, thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's been a blast, and it'll be, you know, another, well, it'll be another fun year to come.
Yeah.
And, you know, we see you for the new year. Here's to you.
Wherever you're watching this,
Hey.
around the world, and appreciate all the subscribers that I'm getting.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at all the videos for myself, and it's amazing. You know, just keep it up, giggity, and you know. Also subscribe to my man here,
Yeah.
Killer Kyle 33, and give him more views,
Yeah.
and more subscribers, and yeah, we'll talk to you. Wheels of Fury will be back next year. If not, we will be back for New Year's.
Yeah.
And I know I said that last year, but there it is.
Yeah.
So, just throw over you.
That's true.
Bye.
So you know that them cutting WCW was a long time coming. But I think that there's this myth out there that Jamie Keller that's why he took pleasure in cutting WCW. I don't think that's the case at all. Because if you look at some of his earlier interviews, like